Okay.
We're going to have a good time.
You've convinced me. I'm ready to switch my account.
Oh my gosh. Specific answer.
They're learning quick.
Can we Google it?
Whatever. Okay. He's a quick study.
There's so many words I'm not saying.
Be careful. It is a love story.
You bet it is.
Fair.
I wasn't done.
Ask the questions that you think are silly. Thank you for joining. Bye.
There's nothing better than a Subway Series footlong, except when you add a new footlong sidekick, like the boss with a new footlong cookie. This might be my favorite sidekick ever. What?
Every epic footlong deserves the perfect
hanging out and enjoying the outdoors.
So come join us at the University of Wisconsin-Superior, where every day is an opportunity to learn, grow, and make your mark on the world. We can't wait to welcome you into our hive. Go Yellow Jackets!
We're going to have a good time.
You've convinced me. I'm ready to switch my account.
Oh my gosh. Specific answer.
They're learning quick.
Can we Google it?
Whatever. Okay.
All business
He's a quick
assets.
study.
There's so many words I'm not saying. Be careful. It is a love story.
You bet it is.
Fair.
I wasn't done.
Ask the questions that you think are silly. Thank you for joining. Bye.
There's nothing better than a Subway Series footlong, except when you add a new footlong sidekick. Like the boss with a new footlong cookie. This might be my favorite sidekick ever. What?
Every epic footlong deserves a perfect sidekick.
Hanging out and enjoying the outdoors.
So come join us at the University of Wisconsin-Superior, where every day is an opportunity to learn, grow, and make your mark on the world. We can't wait to welcome you into our hive. Go Yellow Jackets!
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to UW Superior Women's Basketball here on 91.3 FM and on Yellow Jacket TV, where it's the pregame show sponsored by National Bank of Commerce as the Yellow Jacket women's basketball team takes on Northwestern with a UMAC Conference tournament title on the line here this afternoon at Mertz Mortarelli Gymnasium. This is Matt Johnson with you all the way in this one as the Yellow Jackets and the Northwestern Eagles meeting for the third time this season, probably the final time this year, unless something truly weird would happen, and I can't imagine a circumstance where it would. This is going to be the third and final matchup of the season between the Yellow Jackets and the Eagles, but it's all on the line for both of these teams. A UMAC tournament title on the line, as I mentioned, and also a bid to the NCAA tournament up for grabs here between the Yellow Jackets and the Eagles. The Yellow Jackets coming in this contest at 16-10 overall, 11-3 in the UMAC. They are the number one seed, of course, for this UMAC tournament. The Yellow Jackets, under the direction of third-year head coach Emily Carpenter, at 44-33. They come into this championship game against Northwestern, having posted a dramatic 80-75 overtime victory over Martin Luther in the UMAC tournament semifinal round. That was a game that was played right here at the Mertz on Wednesday night. Yours truly on the call for that one. In that contest, the Yellow Jackets led through most of the game before the Knights tied it up 66 apiece on a three-pointer by Maya Morris with just 39 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Yellow Jackets proceeded to turn the basketball over on the next possession, giving the ball back to the Knights with 30 seconds left on the clock. And then following a timeout, Martin Luther attempted to hold for the last shot and a possible win in regulation, but also ended up turning the ball back over to the Yellow Jackets with just 1 second left in regulation. Elise Bessinen's resulting runner near the free throw line rimmed out as time expired, sending the game in overtime still even up at 66 apiece. From there, the Yellow Jackets took command early in overtime, scoring 8 of the first 10 points in the extra session, led by a free throw and a putback by Charlotte Furstel, a three-pointer by Mackenzie Lesha, and a layup by Elsa Olsen in the opening three. In St. Paul. In that contest, the Eagles took a 15-10 lead after one before the Vikings came back in the second, outscoring Northwestern 23-17 to take a slim 33-32 lead in the intermission. From there, the Eagles came alive offensively, knocking down 9 of 13 shots in the third quarter, on the way to holding a 21-16 edge in the frame to take a 53-49 edge into the fourth quarter. In that fourth quarter, they took their largest lead at 75-59 on the basket by Ella Falk with 3 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the contest. Bethany Luther never got closer than 13 points the rest of the way, as Northwestern shot 50.8% as a team, including making half of their 23-point shots. Jasmine Soundrell led the way for the Eagles, scoring a game-high 25 points on 9 of 11 shooting. Ella Falk added 17 points on 7 of 11 shooting, while Taylor Christensen finished with 11 points as well in that victory. So you have two teams coming off of very impressive performances on their home courts on Wednesday to advance to this UMAC tournament title contest, and it should be a dandy of a matchup here as the Yellow Jackets and the Eagles meeting up for the third time, this time with a bid to the NCAA tournament on the line, as well as a UMAC tournament title bid also up for grabs here this afternoon. So that sets the stage for this one between the Yellow Jackets and Northwestern, and the
I'm now joined by Yellow Jacket head coach Emily Carpenter. And coach, well, here we are, down to one game, second year in a row. So congratulations on getting to this point of the UMAC tournament championship. I know this is a game that's dear to your heart. You played in quite a few of them as a player here. Now you've coached in two of them, this being the second one, of course. We'll talk more about that game against Martin Luther, the semifinal game, which was a heck of a ball game on Wednesday. But congratulations, and I'll just open it up by asking a general question. How does it feel to be back again? I mean, we've talked a lot about the strategies and what you guys need to do and the opponents and all this kind of stuff, but getting to, 2 championship games in 3 years, that's a pretty good accomplishment.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, obviously it feels good to, be back here, and obviously, like you said, played in as myself and everything. So it's like I'm kind of used to these moments. I like these pressure moments. I kind of like the more intense moments, essentially. And 2 years in a row for us with a lot of returners, so we kind of have that experience going into this game. And obviously it's easy to think of the outcome of last year and everything what happened in this final game, but I think the girls and our mindsets are just a little bit different this year. Of hey, we're back here and we're back here to win this game, and that's it. And I think the girls have been really putting their mind to that, and I just have been telling them all week, just like staying level headed, we can't think of at the end result or anything like that. We just have to stay present, stay in the moment. Obviously, I'm telling the girls trust yourself, trust us, trust our preparation, our process to be in this point. Obviously, I told them nerves are okay. It's natural to be nervous and everything, but like I said, that's where the trust and the readiness has to come into factor and have to overcome those nerves, because knowing that we are mentally and physically ready for this moment again.
I want to turn to that game on Wednesday now, that semifinal against Martin Luther. It was a game that you guys led for most of it, but Martin Luther, give them a lot of credit because they stuck it right in there with you guys. You got to a big lead early, and they kind of settled down a little bit. I thought that they were maybe a little nervous at the start, and you guys kind of took advantage of that. But you guys came out ready to play. I thought 3 of the 4 quarters were really good. But especially in overtime, I felt like that experience and kind of that upperclassmen on the squad really stepped up in that overtime period and made some big plays for you.
Yeah, it was definitely a very back and forth game, and obviously it was, it was physical, it was intense. I always say basketball is a game of runs, and that's exactly what that game was. We had ours, they had theirs. Yes, we came out, firing and maybe slowed down a little bit just in terms of maybe not shooting the greatest percentage in the second quarter, but, looking back and watching film, saying Martin Luther, they came back. They got on fire. They were shooting it really well. It's not like we were doing too much different on both sides of the ball. It's not like we gave up that lead or anything like that. It's just truly they came back, and it was a bloodbath until the end. And I think we had our moments down the stretch to kind of pull away and finish that out, but obviously went into overtime. And from there, I would say in terms of all 4 quarters, the first 5 minutes we were really, really good, and then maybe slow down. So I told him, hey, overtime's only 5 minutes. So this is, perfect for us right now. And that's exactly what we did in overtime. Just came out firing and kind of had that mindset. We've had some close games lately, some games in overtime as well this season, and just saying hey, this is our game and we've had enough, basically.
Your backcourt played really well in that game. I mean, we know we get out of Elise. We've talked about that now for her career here from 19 points. But Kenzie Lesha had a career high the first time that she played against Martin Luther, then went 2 points better than that, 24 points in that game, and she hit a big 3 for you. It seems like she just was really comfortable. On Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network.
The Mertz, we're about 2.5 minutes away from the opening tip of this UMAC tournament title contest between the Yellow Jackets and Northwestern. And with that being the case, we'll give you today's starting lineup, sponsored by Superior Choice Credit Union. Yellow Jackets will start this way, starting at guard, 5'10" senior from Black River Falls, Wisconsin, Katie Dobson. She comes in the game today, averaging 9.4 points per game. Starting at forward, 6'3" sophomore from Plain, Wisconsin, Charlotte Firstel. She comes in the game today, averaging 7.6 points per outing. Starting at guard, 5'7" junior from Somerset, Wisconsin, Mackenzie Lesha. Lesha comes in this game today after scoring 24 points against Martin Luther on Wednesday, averaging 8.3 points per contest. Starting at guard, 5'3" senior from in Michigan, the Yellow Jackets' leading scorer on the season, Elise Bessinen. She averages 15.8 points per game, and rounding out the Yellow Jackets, starting 5'4" junior from Cottage Grove, Minnesota, Elsa Olson. She comes in the game tonight, averaging 8.6 points per outing. Meanwhile, Northwestern will start this way. Starting at guard, 5'7" senior from Roseville, Minnesota, Grace Landvik. She comes in the game today, averaging 8.5 points per game. Starting at guard, 5'7" senior from Maple Grove, Minnesota, Taylor Christensen. She comes in the game today, averaging 8.9 points per game. Starting at another guard slot, 5'11" senior from Jordan, Minnesota, Lexi Hagan. She is Northwestern's leading scorer, averaging 13.3 points per game. Starting at forward, 5'9" sophomore from Jamestown, North Dakota, Ella Falk. She comes in the game today, averaging 11.6 points per game. And rounding out the the Eagles starting five, 6' senior from Grand Forks, North Dakota, Jasmine Soundrell. She comes in game today, averaging an even 12 points per game. So those are your starting lines for the two teams, sponsored by Superior Choice Credit Union. And with that being the case, we will take one more quick break, bring a close to the pregame show, sponsored by National Bank of Commerce, and come back with the opening tip of this contest between the Yellow Jackets and the Northwestern, sponsored by Barker's Island Inn. That's coming up in about a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. This is Yellow Jacket Women's Basketball on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. back here at the Mertz as the two teams are about to be introduced. Quick reminder, by the way, this is game 1 of 2 here on 91.3 FM KUWS and also on Yellow Jacket TV. Men's hockey, we play in game 2 of their UMAC tournament semifinal series against UW River Falls tonight. 7 p.m. the opening face-off down the road at Westman Arena. 6:30 the pregame right here again on 91.3 FM and also on Yellow Jacket TV. John Garver bringing you all the play-by-play of that one. A couple series notes between these two teams. It was an interesting season series between these two. In fact, it's been an interesting all-time series between the Yellow Jackets and Northwestern as well. UWS leads the all-time series with Northwestern 28-15 since the two teams first met back on December 13th of 1994. The two teams split their regular season series this year with each claiming come-from-behind wins on each other's home court. In their first matchup, the Yellow Jackets rallied back from a 6-point deficit after 3 to down Northwestern 69-63. That game was played on January 22nd at the Erickson Center behind Elise Bessinen's career high, 32 points. Then in the return matchup, the Eagles rallied back from 15-point deficit after 3 to down the Yellow Jackets, as you heard us talk about with head coach Emily Carpenter in our pregame interview, 76-69. That game was played on February 5th right here at the Mertz. Yours truly was on the call for that one. That win, by the way, snapped the Yellow Jackets' 4-game winning streak in the series that dated back to the Yellow Jackets' 57-55 overtime win back on February 11th of 2023 at the Erickson Center in St. Paul. So you had two teams that both came back on each other's home court to pick up road wins, and we'll see what transpires in this one as they're about to turn the lights back on here at the Mertz, signaling that it'll be time for basketball here. The Yellow Jackets will be in their home white jerseys with the gold and black trim going from right to left from my vantage point here above the playing surface here at the Mertz, while Northwestern in their traveling purple jerseys with the gold trim going from left to right. Again, Matt Johnson here bringing you all the play-by-play. We hope you enjoy the ball game, folks. This will be our last broadcast, by the way, of Yellow Jacket women's basketball for the season. Win, lose, or draw on this one, so hope you enjoy our final broadcast of the season. And for those of you who are watching from Northwestern, welcome to the broadcast. Hope you enjoy it as well. Charlotte First will jump it up against Jasmine Soundrel. The opening tip, sponsored by Barker's Island Inn in Superior's, controlled by the Yellow Jackets, and we are underway in this title contest, UWS and Northwestern. Third meeting of the season between these two. A chance for UMAC tournament title and also a bid to the NCAA tournament on the line. And now we're going to have a travel called on Charlotte Firstel. As the pass came to the left side elbow, she shuffled her feet. And that is how we begin this one. Turnover on the Yellow Jackets, 16 seconds into quarter number 1 as Taylor Christensen will advance across the timeline here for Northwestern. She'll hand it off now on the outside. This is Lexi Hagan. Now Saundro putting it on the deck, going against Firstel. Holds her pivot foot, now goes for Christensen on the baseline. Got a step, flipped up a shot off the glass, no good. Rebound, and we're going to have a foul called underneath against, I think it's going to be Christensen, trying to follow up her own miss. So both teams coming up empty here in the first possession of the ball game, and Elsa Olsen triggers it in now for the Yellow Jackets as Elise Bessinen leads UWS in the little front court. Firstel now at the top of the key with the basketball in her hands. Goes right side off the pass. Here's Bessinen putting it on the deck. She'll pop from 18 feet right side and knock it down. Elise Bessinen with the first bucket of the ball game, and the Jackets out to a 2-0 lead as Christensen into the front court. Sondro down low, now kicks it in the corner, wide open. Ella Falk will tee up a 3, and she'll knock it down. Ella Falk, the best three-point shooter this season percentage-wise for Northwestern, knocks it down from the far corner, and the Eagles have their first lead at 3-2. UWS in the front court now. Firstel handing off right side. Here's Elsa Olsen for UWS. Lesha in the corner now. Snaps a pass. Here's Bessinen stepping through, going all the way to the rim. Flips it up off the glass with the left hand for 2, and the Jackets retake the lead. 4 points for Bessinen, 4 points for UWS, and the Jackets are up 4-3. As Christensen into the front court. Now we'll hand it off. Here's Falk out on top. Hagan out on top now. Gives it for Saundrel. Looking down low. Puts it on the deck. Gets around Firstel. Goes right to the rim. Flips it up and lays it in for 2. Quick move there by Saundrel. And Northwestern goes back ahead 5-4. Olsen in the front court now for the Jackets. Bounce pass top of the key now. Here is Charlotte Firstel for the Yellow Jackets. Now Bessinen tees up a 3-point shot near side. That's off the front rim. Offensive rebound for Lesha. She'll go high off the glass and bank it in for 2. 10-foot jump shot in the paint for Lesha. And the Jackets retake the lead. Back and forth first 2 minutes plus of this opening quarter. Jackets right now leading at 6-5. Christensen out on top now. Saundrel. She'll hand it off. Christensen left side looking down low. Putting on the deck now, stepping through. Goes up the runner off the glass. That's no good. Rebound being fought for underneath, and coming out there with it is Lesha for the Jackets. In the front court now on the left side. Elsa Olsen for the Jackets. Coming off the screen by Firstel. Now she'll pop 16 feet straight on. That's off the back rim. No good. Rebound underneath. Grabbed by Hagen. And now Northwestern into the front court. Christensen for Landvik. Now out on top, it's Soundrel. And now we're going to have a foul called down low against Katie Dobson, trying to body up against Hagen on the right side block. That foul is her first team foul in the Jackets. Christensen will inbound, right baseline. Flips it in now. Here's Falk spinning against Lesha, trying to go up with the shot. Left it off the glass, no good, but they're going to call a foul. The Yellow Jackets were actually looking for a travel call there. Didn't get it, however. And Falk will go to the free throw line here. Falk, who has 3 points so far. Second foul in the Jackets. First free throw from Falk is wide to the left, no good. One more coming here for Ella Falk. Her second free throw is good. 4 points for Falk. We're tied up 6 apiece. As Dobson triggers it in. Elise Bessinen for the Yellow Jackets. Into the front court now. Right elbow with the pass for Charlotte Firstel. Now it's Elsa Olsen on the baseline, trying to snap a pass to the opposite block for Lesha, knocked away by Hagen defensively. It'll stay with the Yellow Jackets. And Elsa Olsen will inbound it now. Lob pass comes in. Here's Dobson. Right inside now. Here's Firstel. Spinning, going up with the shot, leaving it off the glass. No good. Rebound cleared now by Landvik. And now Grace Landvik leads Northwestern into the front court 3-on-3. Pass comes down low, trying to force it. And they're going to call a foul on Lesha as the pass came down low. And Mackenzie Lesha with 2 early fouls here. And now Chloe Peterson will have to check in for her, so that's a big call early in this game. Inbound now right side. Here's Taylor Christensen. Soundrel now going right at Firstel. Trying to spin around her. Goes up with a shot. Overlaid the basket. No good. Rebound off the miss for Dobson. Now it's Elise Bessinen for the Yellow Jackets. Dobson left side. In the corner, Chloe Peterson trying to go down low. Telegraph the pass. Knocked away. Now it's on the floor, and we'll have a tie-up. And it'll be a turnover on the Yellow Jackets as it goes back to Northwestern on the alternating possession. Meanwhile, Northwestern will bring Lexi Garcia into the game for the first time. She'll take out Ella Falk. Also checking in for the first time is going to be Reese Sellers. The pass comes in now. Here's Christensen. For the 5 stars for Northwestern, by the way, seniors. So a very upper-class-led team here for Coach Aaron Call. Same story for the Yellow Jackets. Speaking of which, here's one of those seniors, Christensen, coming inside, flipping up a shot off the glass. No good. Rebound cleared by Firstel. Olsen into the front court now, into the corner. Ball fake now, Chloe Peterson trying to step all the way through. Had her shot blocked by Sondro. Picks up a loose ball, however. And she'll bounce past a feed back outside for Olsen. Elsa Olsen now. Bessinen in the corner. Ball fake now. We're going to have a travel called on Chloe Peterson. Turnover on the Yellow Jackets. We've been stuck, I should say. We've been staying at 6-6 here for about a minute and a half. As Sellers inbounds it, here's Christensen. In the front court now. Sellers back out on top. Here's Soundrel. Going right at Firstel again. Going all the way to the rim and lays it in for 2. And Northwestern takes the lead at 8-6. Elsa Olsen for the Jackets into the front court. Coming off the screen now. Pass comes right side on the wing. Elise Bessinen. Katie Dobson in the right side. Now here's a jump shot up from Charlotte Firstel. Way off the mark from the right elbow. Rebound grabbed out of there by Sellers. And now Northwestern up by 2 comes into the front court. Sellers on the left side. Putting on the deck now Garcia. Hagen now out on top. Hagen in the corner. Sellers will fire from 3-point range, and they're going to call an offensive foul here on Lexi Hagen. As coming over to take the charge was Elsa Olsen. Olsen quite adept at that. Moves her feet well. Emily Daler now will check in for the first time, taking out Charlotte Firstel. And UWS will put the basketball back in play here, trailing it by a pair. 5 minutes, 4 seconds elapsed, first quarter. UMAC tournament title on the line here, and a bid to the NCAA tournament. And it's tight so far. Northwestern 8, Jackets 6. Out on top now, Katie Dobson going left side. Here's Elise Bessinen for the Yellow Jackets. She'll go on the baseline, picks up her dribble. Now pass comes inside. Here's Daler going up against Soundrell. Had her shot partially blocked. Rebound grabbed out there by Hagan. In the front court now, Sellers getting around Dobson, goes to the rim and lays it in for 2. Northwestern up by 4 now. This is the largest lead of the quarter here for Northwestern. Eagles 10, Jackets 6. Bessinen in the front court now. Left side here is Emily Daler. Daler putting it on the deck. She'll hand it off now to Chloe Peterson. Now Dobson. She'll line up a three-point shot. That's off the front rim, no good. Rebound near side, and it'll be knocked out of play, and it'll be last touched here by Bessinen. Jackets having a hard time right now finding the bottom of the net. They've been stuck on 6 points now for a good 3 minutes. Northwestern now putting it in play. Here's Taylor Christensen. Coming into the front court, Sellers. High post for Soundrell. Now Soundrell left side, tries a three-point shot. Getting a hand on it was Daler. Loose ball picked up by Peterson. And now a reach and foul on Christensen, and that'll be her second. Grace Landvik will have to come back in. That's the third team foul on Northwestern. 3 team fouls for the Jackets thus far as well. And we'll have a trigger in now far side. It'll be Katie Dobson that'll do the honors here for the Jackets. Inbounds it for Elise Bessinen. Bessinen into the front court. Elsa Olsen now. Daler out on top. Looking down low. Instead she goes for Olsen. Olsen, ball fake, thought about taking the 3. Pass comes inside now. Dobson turns. Goes with the left hand and kisses it off the glass for 2. She's got her first bucket, and it's 10-8 now. Jackets within 2. Sellers into the front court. Landvik now for Northwestern against Olsen. Coming down low, flipping up a wild shot off the glass. No good. Rebound bounding around. And it'll stay with Northwestern here. They'll have 15 seconds to shoot. As Falk will come back in, she'll take out Soundrell. Sellers will inbound on the left side baseline. Garcia left wing now. Steps back, fires a long three-point shot. That's off the back rim, no good. Rebound for Chloe Peterson of the Jackets. Peterson into the front court. Olsen, far side, skip pass now. Dobson open. Steps to the left, goes up with a jump shot from 10 feet. Front rim and out, no good. Rebound cleared now by Landvik. Grace Landvik, now Hagan. She'll fire from three-point range. That spins out, no good. Rebound grab now by Daler. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. First quarter, still 10-8, Northwestern by a pair. Olsen left side now. Bounce pass comes out on top now. Here's Emily Daler. Big pass inside now. Katie Dobson turning, goes up with the shot. Left it off the glass. That's no good. Rebound now cleared by Landvik. And the long pass in the front court finds Falk. Now Sellers. She'll try a three-point shot right side. That's off the back rim, no good. Neither team right now finding the bottom of the net. Bessinen into the front court. Peterson inside now. Here is Emily Daler. Daler with the ball fake. Goes up with a shot. That spins out. That's also no good. Rebound cleared now by Landvik. Well, team's cold from the floor here in these last about 5 or 6 minutes. Now Hagan off the curl. Steps back. And Sellers now, as we're at 150 remaining, quarter number 1. Will go right side. Now backs it out. Hagan, left wing. Now it's Garcia. And we're going to have a reach-in foul here called against Elise Bessinen with 6 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be for Bessinen her first. 4th team foul on the Jackets. They'll reset the shot clock to 20 seconds as Hannah Haas will come in. Katie Dobson will check out. In the meantime, we'll have an inbounds here coming in for Northwestern. Checking in, by the way, Elson Terry for the first time as the pass comes in for Garcia. Terry. Sellers, Falk. 10 seconds to shoot. Falk going right at Daler. Kicks it out. Now here's Landvik. Landvik now with 5 seconds to shoot. Flips up a shot off the glass. No good. An offensive rebound on the opposite side, and it's put back there by Ella Falk. Jackets didn't block out. Now Northwestern back up by 4 again at 12-8. UWS into the front court now as we're approaching the 1 minute mark remaining opening quarter. Olsen for the Yellow Jackets. Bessinen, left side now. Picked up by Lambic on the switch. Now it's Chloe Peterson, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Peterson. Lowered her shoulder. Turnover on the Yellow Jackets. And now Northwestern has a chance to take a half-dozen point lead or more here with 53.9 remaining. 12-8 your score as Lambic triggers it in for the Sellers. Jackets offense has dried up here in a big way since taking that early 6-5 lead. Now Landvik going left side. Sondrel back in there. Goes with the runner on the right side. That's off the glass. No good. Rebound cleared now by Chloe Peterson. Jackets back to their direction. Olsen for the Yellow Jackets. Crossing over. She'll pop from three-point range. Left side. That one spins out. No good. Rebound underneath. Grabbed by Daler. Back out on top. Bessinen will fire a three. That one also spins out. No good. Rebound batted now. Here's Elsa Olsen, and we're going to have a foul called on the floor with 17.3 seconds remaining. It'll be on Allison Terry. That's the 14th foul on Northwestern, and we'll have an inbound now left baseline. Elsa Olsen for the Jackets. Inside Hannah Haas. Backing down now against Falk. Going up with the shot. That spins out as well. Jackets can't find it right now. Northwestern with the rebound, and now they can play for one. Landvik in the front court. Going right side, right at Olsen. Coming down low. Spins, goes up with the shot. That's no good. Rebound grab by Landvik, and now they're going to call a foul. With 1.4 seconds left, and that'll send Grace Landvik to the free throw line here. Jackets 4 for 17, Northwestern 5 for 16, but 2 free throws now for Landvik. And her first free throw is up and good. 13-8 now Northwestern by 5. One more coming. Landvik's second free throw is good. They're up by 6. 14-8 now, 1.4 seconds left. Pass comes in now, Bessinen, and that'll be how the quarter ends. Rough start here for the Yellow Jackets. They missed 13 of their first 17 shots, Northwestern. Not a whole lot better, but Jackets also taking the goose egg from beyond the arc. UWS also with 4 turnovers against just 2 for Northwestern, and as a result, they now are facing a 6-point hole after 1 at 14-8. Can't get enough of the Yellow Jackets. Tune into Eye of the Swarm, the official podcast of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Join John Garver and me throughout the year as we sit down with Yellow Jacket student athletes, coaches, and other guests. Eye of the Swarm is available on Yellow Jacket TV on UWSYellowJackets.com/podcast, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcasts. Busy day on campus, of course. The UMAC Indoor Track and Field Championships were just concluded across the way at the hall. We'll talk more about that at halftime during our Yellow Jacket Sports Summary. Men's hockey looking for the sweep over UW River Falls to advance to the WIAC title game next weekend. The Jackets do win that, by the way, in men's hockey. They will be home. They're the number 1 seed for the conference tournament men's hockey this season. Same as Yellow Jacket women, but Yellow Jacket women have some work to do here. Down by 6 as they begin the second quarter in possession of the basketball here. The original starting 5 out there for the Jackets. And Bessinen will inbound to here. Inbounds now. Here's Elsa Olsen for UWS. Crossing over now against Terry. Bessinen stepping inside the arc. Now goes up with the left-handed runner in the lane and gets it to go down for 2. Elise Bessinen has 6 points. 6 of the Yellow Jackets, 10 up on the board thus far. And Northwestern's lead now 14-10 as Landvik brings the Eagles into the front court. Landvik now for Soundrel, right side. Here's Ella Falk. She'll fire from three-point range. Back rim and out, no good. Rebound grab by Landvik. Now she'll go on the baseline, looking down low for Falk. Falk now against Lesha, who's playing with 2 fouls. And now they're going to call an offensive foul as she swung her elbow. On the right side block against Lesha. That'll be for Falk her first. Team foul number 1. Lesha will inbound it now. Here's Elise Bessinen. Bessinen for the Yellow Jackets into the front court. Left side now, Lesha. Firstel now comes top of the key. Elsa Olsen for the Yellow Jackets off the screen by Firstel. Goes right side. Flipped up a shot off the window. That's no good. Rebound. Firstel goes up and lays it in with the right hand. Charlotte Firstel with the offensive board and bucket. She has her first two, and it's now 14-12. Here's Landvik now. Dribbling it off of her foot and out of play. And it'll be a turnover on Northwestern. Basketball back to the Jackets now, trailing it by 2. Lesha will inbound. Northwestern going to pick up full court here. And this was the defense that gave the Yellow Jackets trouble when they last played here. They're in that game in which the Yellow Jackets led by 15 and ended up losing it by 7 in overtime. Lesha will inbound it again. Now here's Bessinen, splitting a double team into the front court. Also Olsen left side. Purcell comes to set the screen. Now Olsen will pop from 20 feet straight on, and she'll bank it in. Not sure if that was intentional, but still counts 2 points up on the board, and we're tied up 14 apiece. First 6 points of the quarter to UWS. Hagen in the front court. Pass to the outside now for Falk. Saundrell now top of the key against Firstel. Coming down low. Now ball fake. Goes up with the shot and gets it to go down for 2. Jasmine Saundrell. And now a quick inbounds stolen away, and that'll result in a bucket by Sellers as Dobson's pass got picked off. Just a lazy turnover there by the Jackets, and they're down by 4 again at 18-14. Now UWS in the front court. Dobson. Left side now Bessinen. Coming off the screen, bounce pass now Lesha. She'll tee up a 3-point shot off the front rim. That's no good. Rebound for Falk, and now it's knocked out of play by Dobson. Basketball back to Northwestern as Christensen comes back in with 2 fouls. Landvik will inbound it now for Northwestern. Eagles have led through most of this first half. 7 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the opening 20 minutes. That's Christensen left side now. Out on top, Saundrell. Falk now. Saundrell. Facing up against Firstel. Went right around her and goes up and lays it in. That's just too easy. Quick first step. Got right around Charlotte Firstel and laid it in. Saundrell now has 8, and the lead is back up to 6 again. 6 straight now for Northwestern. Lesha into the front court. Olsen out on top now, Firstel. Lesha putting the ball on the deck against Landvik. Steps back. Now back for Olsen. Olsen with 10 seconds to shoot. She'll tee up a 3-point shot. Back rim and out. No good. Rebound tracked down by Falk. Landvik now out on top. Saundrell going at Firstel again. Kicks it outside, right side. Now Landvik. Going on the baseline against Olsen. Kicks it in the corner. Now Christensen, quick release 3 is off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound grabbed by Falk. She goes with the reverse. That's no good. And the rebound finally cleared by Dobson. Bessinen in the front court now for the Jackets. Firstel high screen. Pass back for Bessinen. Goes right to the rim and lays it in for 2. Got around Hagen. Elise Bessinen, 8 points for the Jackets. Lead is down to 4 again. 20-16 here as we approach the 6-minute mark remaining second quarter. Saundrell out on top. Falk against Lesha. Backing her down now. Turning, going up with a shot off the window and gets it to go down for 2. Back up to a 6-point lead for Northwestern. 22-16. Now Firstel. Her pass on the backdoor cut for Bessinen. Picked off by Saundrell. Long lead pass now Landvik. She'll go up, lays it in, but they're going to call her for a travel. Couldn't establish her pivot foot. Ryan Eddy's going to come in now for the first time for Northwestern. She'll take out Ella Falk. Meanwhile, Chloe Pearson will come back in. Firstel will check out. More full court pressure here from Northwestern. Pass coming in here from Olsen for Bessinen. Olsen in the front court. Dobson wide open. Now Olsen in the lane with the runner short. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound cleared by Hagen. And now it's Christensen in the corner. Eddie, Christensen, Soundrell. Daler back in for the Jackets. Soundrell goes up for the shot, leaves it short. Rebound grabbed out of there by Daler. Bessinen for the Yellow Jackets into the front court. Going right side. Pass comes out on top, Chloe Peterson. Peterson now, Daler. Bessinen putting it on the deck. She'll pop from 15 feet straight on and knock it down. Elise Bessinen in the double figures now with 10 points. It's 22-18 now your tally. And as Landvik into the front court. Soundrell out on top. Grace Landvik now against Elsa Olsen will back out left wing. Now Soundrell. Putting on the deck against Daler. Coming down low. Spinning. Goes up with a tough shot. That's off the back rim. No good. Rebound into the corner. Picked up by Hagen. Jackets have given up a lot of offensive rebounds in this half as well. Christensen now out on top. Now Jasmine Soundrell. Landvik. Putting on the deck. Coming inside. Flipping up a shot. And that's a light call there. I'm not sure that Daler even got her. She might have. Now that I think about it. She was off balance as she went. Landvik drawing the foul on Daler. Reese Ani going to come in for the first time, the freshman from Hibbing. She'll take out Elsa Olsen. It'll be 2 free throws for Grace Landvik. First one is up and no good. Front rim and out. Second free throw is also up and good. So she goes 1 for 2, does Landvik. She has 3 points, all of them from the free throw line as Sellers comes back in. Northwestern's lead is 5. Stick around for halftime, by the way. We'll have our first half summary. Look at the first half stats. We'll also have our normal Yellow Jacket sports summary. All that coming up at halftime, sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. So stick around for that. That's 3 minutes and 53 seconds away. Now here's a long jump shot from Daler. I'm not sure why she took that one. That was about a 20-foot shot. And we're going to have a foul on the rebound called against Chloe Peterson. That's her second. Northwestern is led by as many as 6. They lead by 5 right now. It's Christensen into the front court. Hagen. Terry. Pass comes left side now for Sellers. Sellers now stepping through, going all the way to the rim. Flips up a shot off the glass. No good. Rebound cleared by Daler. Bessinen for the Yellow Jackets. In the corner now, Dobson. High arcing three-point shot. That's an air ball. Rebound grab by Daler, and then she misses the bunny, and the rebound cleared here by Soundrell. Jackets really struggling offensively in this half. It's Christensen now stepping through, and now she travels. Tried to pick up her dribble. Couldn't keep her feet, however. Dragged her pivot foot. And the basketball back to the Jackets here. Neither team really shooting the ball well, to be perfectly honest. Jackets are 9 for 29 now. Northwestern 9 for 26. So it has not been a picture of offensive efficiency either way here. In the meantime now, off the latest turnover, UWS in the front court. Trailed by 6 after 1, trailing by 5 at the moment. Bessinen going right at the defenders. Goes up off the glass with the shot. That's no good. Offensive rebound for Daler. Steps away, goes up, misses another close-in shot. Rebound cleared by Hagen. Jackets have had some very close-in looks, just have not been able to make them. And now it's Sellers coming inside. Her jump shot from 13 feet partially blocked. Loose ball for Falk, and now we're going to have a jump ball. And it will stay with Northwestern here with 2 minutes, 31 seconds remaining. First half. Christensen will trigger it in. Here's Hagen. Lexi Hagen. Spinning around Olsen. Goes up with a left-handed shot. That's off the front rim. No good. Rebound for Chloe Peterson. Peterson for the Yellow Jackets. Right side now. Elsa Olsen steps back against Hagen. Goes inside. Off balance. She forced up a shot. That's no good. Rebound by Taylor Christensen. Corner now Falk. Open for 3. Goes up with it. Off the back rim. No good. Rebound cleared by Daler. Olsen in the front court now. Besson in top of the key. Daler comes to set the high screen. Daler for the Yellow Jackets. Now she has the basketball stripped away by Falk. 23-18. Hagen, long three-point shot, and it's good. 8-point lead, and that's a big lead the way the Jackets are performing on offense right now. 26-18 your score. 1 minute, 25 seconds remaining first half. Daler, Peterson putting it on the deck. Comes all the way inside, flipped up a shot. That's no good. Another layup miss. Offensive rebound for Daler. That shot's no good. Rebound cleared by Falk. And now Northwestern with an 8-point lead, 1:05 remaining first half. Terry now, here's Falk. Terry putting it on the deck. Falk open, she'll fire from three-point range. That one's wide to the right, no good. Offensive rebound, grabbed by Terry. Jackets have not been sharp here. Three-point shots up from Hagen, that's off the front rim, no good. Rebound cleared by UWS. 40 seconds now remaining in the half. Here's Bessinen. Coming right side, now Daler inside. Has her shot blocked by Hagen. Picks it back up, goes up, and finally the Yellow Jackets make a layup. Emily Daler has her first 2 points, and it's 26-20. And now the Eagles with the shot clock and game clock nearly synchronous can take this all the way down, and Christensen's going to do just that here. Sellers, Falk now left side. 5 seconds to shoot. Goes up with the shot. Rims out, no good. Rebound for Ani. 2 seconds, 1 second. Olsen will give it a ride just as the clock expires. Comes up short, and that is how the opening 20 minutes will end. Head coach Emily Carpenter just with a shake of her head as she comes to sit onto the bench and wait for the first half box score from the scores table. It's not going to be a pretty sight for Coach Carpenter and assistant coach Simeon Gibson. A lot of work for the Yellow Jackets to do, especially on the offensive end. Northwestern, after 20 minutes, halfway back to the NCAA tournament for them. Your score at the break, Northwestern 26, Yellow Jackets 20. We'll take a quick break and come back with our halftime programming, sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. That's coming up in about 2 minutes. This is UWS Women's Basketball on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. Well, that was a difficult first half. Actually, it wasn't pretty either way for the Jackets and Northwestern in this contest. A combined shooting percentage between the two teams, or shooting of 20-for-69 between the two teams in that first half. Right around 30%. The Jackets getting the worst of it, however, at 27.8%, and that's the biggest reason why UWS trails this UMAC tournament title game by the score of 26-20 in that first half. Northwestern outscoring the Jackets 14-8 in the first, and then both teams finished with 12 points in the second half to lead to this half-dozen-point lead here for the Eagles at the break. Jackets 10 for 36 from the floor as a team in the opening 20 minutes, just 27.8%. That's not going to get it done. Got to do a lot better than that in the second half if they want to come back and win this game. Jackets also taking the goose egg from beyond the arc, 0 for 8. That's not a good sign either for a team that relies a lot on the three ball. The Jackets also did not shoot a free throw in that first half. Jackets +2 in rebounding, however, at 24-22, so they've got that on their side. They're also +2 in offensive rebounds at 9-7. But UWS also committed 7 turnovers against 5 assists in that first half, while Northwestern committed 6 turnovers to go with 2 assists in that first half. So both teams actually, if you're being completely honest, struggling offensively in this one. The Yellow Jackets in that first half, Elise Bessinen leading the way for UWS. She has 10 points on 5 for 8 shooting. She's 0 for 2 from beyond the arc and has 2 rebounds in the game. But nobody else for UWS has more than 2 points in this game. Bessinen has half of the Yellow Jackets' points through 20 minutes. 2 points for Firstel, Charlotte Firstel, 2 points for Mackenzie Lesha, 2 points for Elsa Olsen. Katie Dobson also has 2 points and 2 points for Emily Daler in that first half. But you take away Bessinen's 5 for 8 shooting in the opening half, and the rest of the Jackets are 5 for 28 halfway home. Like I said, just not good enough offensively. Thankfully, they have 20 minutes to try to fix it, but not a good start here offensively for the Yellow Jackets in this one. Meanwhile, Northwestern has 2 players with 8 points each. Jasmine Soundrell, 4 for 9 shooting for her 8 points. Falk so far, Ella Falk with 8 points as well. She's 3 for 8 from the field, 1 for 4 from beyond the arc. She also has a free throw make in there. 4 points so far for Reese Sellers and 3 points each so far for Grace Landvik and Lexi Hagan. There are also some fouls that were called in that first half, and for the Yellow Jackets, they committed 8 fouls in that first 20 minutes. 2 players with 2 fouls each. Mackenzie Lesha with 2 and Chloe Pearson with 2. Lesha never really got going, and that's a big reason I think why the Jackets are struggling a bit offensively as well. Lesha coming off that 24-point game against Martin Luther a few days ago on Wednesday. So far has taken just 1 shot and has just 2 points. Going to have to get her going a little bit. Same thing with Charlotte Firstel, who came in today with 5 straight double-doubles, just 2 points and a couple of rebounds for Firstel in 10 minutes of play. So again, Yellow Jackets going to have to get some offense from those 2 players as well. Meanwhile, for Northwestern, they have 1 player with 2 fouls, that being their starting point guard, Taylor Christensen. The Eagles only with 5 fouls in the opening 20 minutes of action. So that's the story. Halfway home in this UMAC tournament title contest here from the Mertz on this Saturday afternoon. And with that being the case, we'll take another break here. Come back with more of our halftime programming, sponsored by, including a Yellow Jacket sports summary, a quick look at everything else that's going on. There's plenty to get to. We'll be covering all of that in about 2 minutes. This is Yellow Jacket women's basketball on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. Halftime rolling on here, about 7 minutes away from the start of the third quarter of this UMAC tournament title contest between the Yellow Jackets and Northwestern here at the Mertz. And with that time, we'll give you a quick Yellow Jacket sports summary. Like I said, there's plenty to get to. There's a lot going on right now. We're almost into that crossover season now, going from winter into spring. So there are a lot of teams in action, so bear with me here as I go through all of this. Women's hockey, last night they fell to 12-13-2 overall, 3-9 in the WIAC, and they dropped game one of their WIAC tournament semifinal series to UW River Falls 8-1 last night at Hunt Arena in River Falls. The Yellow Jackets' lone goal in that contest came from Jenna Hoops off assist from Kaylee Swearhun and Maddie Rewerts on the power play at 2:42 of the third period. Anna Molson went all the way in goal for the Jackets on that one, taking the loss with 40 saves in goal. And the Jackets actually, I just found out, lost today 6-0 to UW River Falls in the semifinal series. So that effectively brings the Yellow Jacket season to an end. They finish up at 12-14-2 in their first year under head coach Bree Simon. Meanwhile, in case you missed it last night, men's hockey, they improved to 19-4-3 overall. They defeated UW River Falls 4-1 last night in game one of their WIAC tournament semifinal series down the road at Westman Arena. In that contest, the Yellow Jackets got a hat trick from Colin Pedersen, an additional tally from Reed Stark, while Jan Skorpik went all the way in goal for the Jackets, making 27 saves in goal. They're next in action tonight, playing game two against the Falcons down the street again at Westman Arena. 7 p.m. the opening face-off there. 6:30 the pregame with John Garber right here on 91.3 FM and also on Yellow Jacket TV, so stick around for that. The men win. They will go off to the WIAC tournament title game next weekend against the victor between UW Eau Claire and UW Stevens Point. Meanwhile, men's and women's indoor track and field hosted the UMAC Indoor Track and Field Championships across the hall at Lydia Thiering Fieldhouse both yesterday and today. And congratulations to Coach Glenn Drexler and the men. They won their 8th straight indoor title, their 9th straight, title, with 242 points as a team, while the women finished in third with 127 points as a team. Like I said, the 9th straight indoor track and field championship for head coach Glenn Drexler and company, so congratulations to them. They'll be next in action, both teams, at the Ripon Final Qualifier next Friday and Saturday. That's a 2-day event hosted by Ripon College down at the Wilmore Center in Ripon. Action on Friday getting underway at 9:30 a.m. Women's tennis off this weekend. They're coming off of an 6-1 loss, to UW Eau Claire. Their last time out last Sunday, actually, at the John and May Menard YMCA Tennis Center in Eau Claire. They're next in action Monday, March 10th versus Earlham at the Gulf Shores Tennis Complex in Gulf Shores, Alabama. That'll be a 7 p.m. opening serve down in Alabama for the Yellow Jacket women's tennis team. Men's tennis, of course, still sitting at 3-7 overall. They're next in action because they were off last weekend on March 10th as well, taking on Belhaven College of Mississippi. Same location as the women. Gulf Shores Tennis Complex in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Opening serve of that one will be at 4 p.m. Softball playing 4 games this weekend down at the 2025 UW Oshkosh Invitational. Yellow Jacket women are playing actually right now against a really good opponent in Loras. They played earlier today, and the Yellow Jacket women moved to 2-1 overall in the season with a 9-2 win in Game 1 against Wisconsin Lutheran. The Yellow Jackets getting a couple of 3-for-5 performances from Peyton Bennett and Karen Balaban on that one, while Bella Garley got the win in the circle for the Yellow Jackets. And they are, like I said, are playing as we speak against Loras in Game 2 down there. They'll also play 2 more tomorrow against the homestanding UW Oshkosh Titans and also Beloit before they return home from the weekend. Baseball, meanwhile, 0-2 overall. Talked about them earlier on. Opened their season with 2 losses to Gustavus Adolphus last week, falling to the Gusties 13-2 and 7-6 on Tuesday. Those games will play at the Gustie Baseball Field in St. Peter. They're next in action tomorrow. They'll make the same trek down to Gustavus to play Carleton in St. Peter, Minnesota for a doubleheader. Opening pitch against the Knights for that doubleheader, 12:30 p.m. and 3 p.m. respectively. So that's your Yellow Jacket sports summary. And with that being the case, we'll take one more quick break. Come back in about 3 minutes with the start of the third quarter of this contest between the Yellow Jackets and Northwestern. That's coming up, like I said, in about 3 minutes. This is Yellow Jacket women's basketball on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. at the Mertz. Two teams are back out on the court here, getting ready for the start of the third quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments the two coaches make here. Aaron Call, of course, one of the elder statesmen in the UMAC, his 15th season. These teams are always very, very competitive. I come to respect Aaron Call and his coaching ability quite a lot. They've always been a very competitive program at Northwestern, and he does a good job with his team. I remember a number of years ago they played almost zone defense exclusively, and now they seem to have gotten away from that. But that's what good coaches do. They adjust their tactics to the team that they have. And I have not seen the Eagles play any zone defense for a couple of years now. So, like I said, that's what a good coach does. And Coach Aaron Call certainly qualifies. Emily Carpenter, of course, early in her Yellow Jacket coaching career, her third season, 2 banners in 3 years for Coach Carpenter. And these two teams, of course, co-champions this year. Both were deserving of those honors, by the way. Both teams, I think, had pretty good regular seasons. And so it was very fitting that they both took a share of the UMAC regular season crown here, as the Northwestern men's track and field team is down to our left, and they seem to be enjoying the experience as well. In the meantime, the Jackets will start the third quarter in possession of the basketball here as Elsa Olsen triggers it in now. Here's Mackenzie Lesha. Right side now, Olsen back out on top of the key. Bounce pass now, Dobson, right wing. Jackets shooting just 27.6% in the first half as the pass comes inside now. First going right at Soundro, misses the layup with the left hand. And now Northwestern with Christensen coming into the front court. Landvik now for the Eagles. Now Soundro wide open, goes right around Furstel to the rim, lays it in with the left hand. Just a quick step to her left, blows by Charlotte Furstel. She's done that a few times here. And it's 28-20 now, the lead back up to 8 here for Northwestern. Matches the largest lead that they've had here in the ballgame. Lesha going left side now, Bessinen putting on the deck. Goes around Falk, goes to the rim, flips up a shot off the glass, no good, but she'll draw the foul. And I think it might be on Soundrel. And in fact, it is going to be on Jasmine Soundrel. That'll be her first. And Elise Bessinen, one of the best free throw shooters in the country, will go to the free throw line here to shoot 2 with 9:07 remaining, third quarter. And the first free throw for Bessinen is good. What that makes, she's now 63 out of 66 from the stripe this season. Came in shooting 95.4%. Second free throw, good as well. And Bessenen's going to go down in the history books as maybe the best free throw shooter in Yellow Jacket history. I'd have to go back and look. She now has 12 points, but I can't imagine anybody shooting at a higher percentage than Elise Bessenen has during her Yellow Jacket career. In the meantime, Northwestern into the front court, breaking the Yellow Jacket trap. Out on top now, it's Ella Falk for the Eagles. Right side, Grace Landvik will swing it now. Lexi Hagan on the right side. Soundrel, top of the key. She hands it off now for Falk. Falk now, Soundrel. She'll fire from three-point range. Nearly banked it in as the shot clock expired. Spun out, no good. Rebound for the Yellow Jackets. And now back the other direction. Elise Bessenen. Right side now, Elsa Olsen. First allowed on top. Bessenen now left side against Lexi Hagan. Out on top now for the Yellow Jackets, it's Olsen. Now she tees up a long three-point shot. That's way off the mark. But the rebound bounds out. Somehow getting her hand on it was Christensen. Now back the other direction. 3-on-1 come the Eagles. And now going in and laying it up. Missing the bunny is going to be Hagan. And then saving it in is Dobson. Right back up the middle. And Northwestern takes the loose ball. Holy smokes, what a sequence that was. Now Christensen out on top. Bounce pass inside Hagan. And the shot's blocked from behind as she went up for the layup attempt by Katie Dobson. It'll stay with the Eagles here. 7:52 remaining third quarter. Christensen will inbound now here for Northwestern. Pass comes in now, Soundrel. Going right at Furstel. The Eagles have been taking advantage of that matchup all day. Right side now, Falk. 4 seconds to shoot. Now Hagan, 2 seconds to shoot. Goes up with a shot. That's off the glass. No good. Rebound for Katie Dobson. In the front court now, Elise Bessenen. Dobson, top of the key. Furstel, handing it off. Lesha. 3-point shots up for Mackenzie Lesha. That's way off the mark. Jackets just cannot find it right now. These shots are not only missing, they're way off. And the rebound grabbed here now by Northwestern's Taylor Christensen in the front court. Out on top now it's Soundrel. Here's Landvik. Grace Landvik now. Right side Christensen. Now her pass. Right side Landvik coming inside against Elsa Olsen. Goes up with the left-handed shot. Off the glass, no good. Rebound cleared by Firstel. And now Elise Bessinen for the Yellow Jackets. Katie Dobson gets bumped by Hagen, getting away with a foul on that one. No call. Firstel, right side now. Elsa Olsen. Left wing now, Elise Bessinen. She'll step back, fire from three-point range, and she'll knock that one down. Elise Bessinen has 15 in the game to lead all scores, and the Jackets are within 3, 28-25. Christensen's pass in the front court. Falk. Sondra wide open. She'll tee up a three in the corner. That's off the front rim, no good, and we're going to have a foul called on Hagen. They missed the foul call on her on the other end, and they get the foul call on her this time as she took Elsa Olsen to the deck. It'll be her second. And now full court pressure here from the Eagles off of the turnover. Olsen. Into the front court now for the Yellow Jackets. Elise Bessinen now on the wing. In the corner now, Katie Dobson. Olsen. Wide open. She'll tee up a three-point shot, and she'll knock it down, and we're tied up 28 apiece. Elsa Olsen with the three-point bomb. And it's 28 apiece. Christensen in the front court now. Pass left side, wide open is Falk. Steps inside the arc. Coming around UWS's first zone. We're going to have a kick ball called here against Katie Dobson, I think, as Sellers will come in. Emily Daler also in now for the Jackets. Christensen will inbound it. Bounce pass for Falk. Stepped around, goes up, and lays it in for two. Got loose, and now we're going to have a timeout called here. There'll be a 30-second timeout here called by head coach Aaron Call. 5:38 remaining third quarter. Have you downloaded Swarm Central, the official rewards and loyalty app of the Yellow Jackets? Get started and receive 200 points just for registering and 200 more for downloading the app. Redeem your points for cool prizes in the Swarm Central store. Find Swarm Central in the Apple and Google stores today. (30-28) your score. Lesha inbounds for the Jackets. Full court pressure again here from Northwestern. Jackets break it. Here's Dobson. Pass down low now. Daler back for Dobson. She'll go up and lay it. Misses the bunny with the right hand. Another missed layup for the Jackets. Just cannot make those kind of mistakes in a championship game. Did everything but finish. And now Northwestern back to the direction. Sellers out on top. Soundrel now going right at Daler. Steps inside. Flipped up a shot. Wild shot. That's off the mark. No good. Rebound for Dobson. Bessinen for the Jackets. Pass down low. Daler behind everybody. Goes up. And now she misses another bunny. That's about 8 layups the Jackets have missed now in this game. Now Sellers. Three-point shot left side. That's out the back rim. No good. Rebound kicking around. Now here's Lesha. Olsen in transition now back to the direction. And now she'll step back. Dobson wide open. She'll tee up a three-point shot. That's off the back rim. No good. Rebound for Lesha. Now Olsen. And then she turns it over. She bounces it off of her foot. Picked up by Soundrel. Soundrel now top of the key. Christensen. Pass out on top for Hagen. Lexi Hagen picking it back up. Soundrel now posting up against Daler. Turning, going up with a one-handed runner off the glass. No good. Rebound cleared there by Lesha. Now Bessinen in the front court. Lesha. Daler out on top now for the Yellow Jackets. Out on top now, it's Elise Bessinen. Bessinen now. 15-foot jump shot, that's off the glass and off the front rim, no good. And a foul going to be called. And the foul's going to be on Emily Daler. Went over the back of Hagen, who got the rebound. 3:51 remaining third quarter as Lusha will check out. Chloe Peterson back in now for UWS. Christensen in the front court now here for Northwestern. Handing it off out on top. Goes left side now. Garcia back in. Pass comes down low. Knocked away. And it will stay here with Northwestern here on the baseline. Trigger in now for Christensen. Out on top, here's Terry. Backing it out. 3:30 remaining, third quarter. Christensen coming off the screen, going right at Daler. Flipped up a shot off the glass. That's no good. Rebound cleared by Dobson. Right side now, Daler again. Katie Dobson now coming off the curl. Back for Daler. That's about a 2-foot pass. Now gets it back. Left side. Ball fake now. Chloe Peterson going to the rim. Flipped up a shot, and it's blocked by Sandro, but they're going to call a foul on Northwestern here. For Sandro, that'll be her second. Falk will come back in, and 2 free throws now for Chloe Peterson. Peterson, one of the seniors, 6 of them on this Yellow Jacket roster. And her first free throw is good. Chloe Peterson, 68.4% from the stripe this season. One more coming. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound tracked down by Peterson in the corner. Now Bessinen. 3-point shots up. Off the rim, no good. Rebound saved in now by Dobson. Now Peterson. Olsen. She'll fire from 3. Top of the key. Back rim and out. No good. Rebound on the deck. Picked up now. And here is Elise Bessinen now. Coming inside. Going up off the window. Gets it to go down for 2. And the Jackets have the lead. 31-30. Christensen now for the Eagles. In the front court now, Sellers will back it out right side. Now Saundrell going right at Daler. Double team comes on her. She'll go up with the shot. Leaves it short, no good. Rebound cleared there by UWS's Dobson. Then the outlet pass is picked off by Christensen, and they're going to call a foul on the aforementioned Christensen. That'll be her third. Bessinen will trigger it in. Now here's Olsen. Bounce pass right side now. Elise Bessinen coming off the screen. Gets picked up on the switch by Falk. And in the corner now here's Daler. Putting on the deck. Had it knocked away. Olsen. Left side. Peterson putting it on the deck now. She steps inside. Now we're going to have a 3-second call here against Daler. This offense is so hard to come by in this game. 1:54 remaining, 31-30 your score. Sellers triggering it in. Terry, Christensen. And in the front court now left side. Ball fake, Sellers. Now back out on top. Saundrell now top of the key. Picks up her dribble. Back out on top now. Here's Falk. 5 seconds to shoot. 1:28 remaining, third quarter. Falk's shot goes up. No good. Rebound cleared by Peterson. Jackets back the other direction. 3-on-3. Peterson outside. Dobson trying to snap a pass across for Bessinen and threw it right in the back of a Northwestern player. And now we're going to have a foul called. Lambic back in, will trigger it in. Lesha back in for the Jackets as well. She takes out Katie Dobson. Sellers In the front court, bounce pass left side. Soundrell getting inside, goes up, lays it up, misses the bunny, gets her own rebound. Kicks it right side. Here's Falk now on the baseline. Backing down against Peterson. She'll go with the soft jump shot right side, and she'll get it to go down. And Northwestern back up now 32-31 as we're under a minute remaining third quarter. Elise Bessinen for the Jackets. Bounce pass outside. Olsen teeing up a long three-point shot in the corner. Front rim and out. No good. Rebound cleared by Landvik, and a foul going to be called on Peterson. Now Pearson will check out. Hannah Haas will come back in. Saw her briefly in the first half. Bounce pass in now for Landvik. Now Sellers for the Eagles across the timeline. About a 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Now as Terry comes inside, we're going to have a foul called here on Olsen, I think. And she made her move toward the rim. Actually, they're going to... Yeah, they are going to call it on Olsen. That'll be the fourth team foul on the Jackets. Both teams have committed 4 fouls in this quarter. And now a quick pass in for Landvik. Steps inside. Now there's another foul. 2 straight on Elsa Olsen. Landvik missing the layup, but she'll go to the free throw line where she's 3 for 4 so far. And with 22 seconds left, Landvik at the free throw line. First one is up and good. 33-31 your tally. Second free throw is also good. All 5 of her points coming from the charity stripe where she's 5 for 6, and it's a 34-31 Northwestern lead. Olsen in the front court for the Yellow Jackets. 10 seconds remaining third quarter. Pass comes right side now, Elise Bessinen. Down low, Daler. Stepping through, goes up and lays it in with the right hand. 34-33, 2 seconds, 1 second left. They're not going to get the shot off, are the Eagles, and the buzzer sounds. And we head to the fourth quarter. 34-33 your score here. If you're a Yellow Jacket fan looking for great team gear, visit our official Yellow Jacket sideline store and browse all the current styles of Yellow Jacket apparel and accessories, including the same gear the Yellow Jackets wear. Find the Yellow Jacket sideline store at uwsyellowjackets.com/shop. Jackets in that quarter outscoring Northwestern 13-8 to come within 1 at 34-33 as we head in the last 10 minutes here. But the shooting continues to be difficult here, to say the least. Jackets now 14 out of 50. Just 4 out of 14 in that quarter. Northwestern, meanwhile, 13 out of 49, good for 26.5%. They were 3 for 16 in that frame. So like I said, plenty of missed shots both ways in this one. Jackets 2 for 16 from beyond the arc. The only player on either team that's really shooting the ball well right now is Elise Bessinen. 17 points, 7 for 12 for her. No surprises there. She's 2 for 2 from the stripe thus far. Emily Daler, 4 points. She does have 10 rebounds. Jackets, by the way, in rebounding +7 at 38-31. Northwestern, 12 points from Falk. She's 5 for 11. She has 6 rebounds, so she's shooting the ball well as well. So let me amend my original statement to include Ella Falk in that conversation. Jasmine Soundrell, meanwhile, 10 points on 5 for 16 shooting. As Northwestern begins the fourth quarter in possession of the basketball. Pass comes left side for Lexi Hagan. Landvik now right side. Falk out on top. Swinging it now Hagan. Free throw line extended. It's Falk against Firstel, who's back in. Now out on top, it's Hagan. On the right side now, here's Terry into the corner. 5 seconds to shoot. Falk out on top, Landvik. Hagan open for 3. She shoots it and she knocks it down. That's a big 3-point bomb there from Lexi Hagan. All 6 of her points coming from beyond the arc, and it's 37-33, the lead at 4. Bessinen in the front court, Lesha. Bessinen steps inside the arc, flips up a left-handed runner in the lane and gets it to go down for 2. 8 for 13 for her 19 points to lead all scores, and it's a 2-point Northwestern lead. 37-35. Falk Handing it off now, Sellers. Free throw line extended, goes left side. Here's Landvik. Pass to the right side now for Terry. Spinning around, kicks it in the corner. Sellers fumbled the pass, now steps inside the arc. Takes up a jump shot from 15 feet away and knocks it down for 2. She has 6, the lead back up to 4 again. Bessinen for the Yellow Jackets in the front court. Bounce pass comes left side now. Katie Dobson. Lesha left wing now. Skip pass, Olsen. 10 seconds to shoot. Olsen putting it on the deck. Steps through. Right side now, Dobson. 4 seconds to shoot. Bessinen stepping through, goes up off the glass. Can't get it to roll down. Rebound grab by Furstel. She flips it up and scores it for 2 in the middle. Charlotte Furstel with the soft touch. She has 4, and it's 39-37. Landvik in the front court. Now here's Falk out on top. Going at Furstel. Steps inside, goes up, misses the shot off the glass. No good, but will draw the foul on the sophomore from Plain, Wisconsin. Charlotte Furstel. That'll be her first. And now we've lost the scoreboard, which happens quite often actually here at the Mertz. Don't worry, it'll be back eventually. And it isn't back yet. We're still waiting. And now it's back on. Like I said, this has been kind of a consistent thing here in this gym over the years, but reared its ugly head here with 7 minutes and 48 seconds left to play in a championship contest. In the meantime, Falk's first free throw spins out, no good. Well, you wouldn't have the full Mertz experience if that didn't happen at least once a game, I suppose. One more coming. Second free throw, long and no good. So Falk goes 0 for 2 from the stripe. Northwestern team that makes nearly 3/4 of their free throws as a team. So that's a break for the Jackets. Now, here's Furstel turning, getting a shot up from the free throw line. No good. Grabs her own rebound. Steps inside, tried to flip up a shot, lost the handle on it, and it'll go out of play. Yellow Jacket bench wanted a foul call. None forthcoming. Falk will check out. Sandro comes back in. 7.5 remaining. Fourth quarter. Bid to the NCAA tournament on the line. Northwestern 39, Jackets 37. Resellers into the front court here for the Eagles. Hands it off left side, Lexi Hagan. Now they'll swing it for Grace Landvik. Sellers. Hagan. Left side now Sandro, top of the key. Kicks it left side, Landvik. Back to Sandro against Furstel. Garcia, high arcing three-point shots up, back rim and out. Offensive rebound for Sellers. Bounce pass down low, wide open, and laying it in is Hagan. 41-37. Jacket deficit at 4 again. Elsa Olsen for UWS. Goes right side with the pass now, Mackenzie Lesha. Katie Dobson. Left side now, Elsa Olsen. Inside now, Furstel. Spinning against Sandro. Flips up a shot. Left it off the rim. No good. Rebound grab by Sandro. Flips the pass in now for Sellers. Landvik now out on top. Landvik now wide open. She'll fire from 3 off the front rim. No good. Rebound cleared by Lesha. Bessinen for the Yellow Jackets in the front court. Out on top now, Elsa Olsen. Steps back, fires from three-point range, and that's off the back rim, no good. Rebound cleared by Landvik. Well, this is just a real gutted-out affair here between the Jackets and Northwestern. Here's Garcia back the other direction. Trying to go coast to coast, flipped up a shot, and then the foul is going to be called on the reach in against Bessinen. And it's going to be 2 free throws coming up now for Northwestern. Emily Daler will come back in. First, will check out. Jackets in the second half, 6 out of 20 from the field. Northwestern not a whole lot better, as Garcia's first free throw was up and good. In fact, Northwestern so far here, 6 out of 21. But they lead it now by 5, and it could be 6 if Garcia makes this free throw, which she does. 43-37. Falk comes back in. She'll take out Garcia, and the Yellow Jackets going to call a timeout. Good decision here by Yellow Jacket head coach Emily Carpenter. In a game that's being played like this, a 6-point lead is a big lead. So the Yellow Jackets going to have to, again, buckle down here. They've had plenty of chances in this ball game. But have missed a lot of close-in shots today. At least 7 or 8 right from point-blank range. Even after breaking the trap, they had a couple of blown layups in that third quarter, and it's just been one of those situations you cannot do that in a championship game. And right now, that's the biggest reason the Yellow Jackets are down by 6 in this game. In fact, just had opportunities, just have not taken advantage of them. As out of the timeout, Northwestern picking up light full court pressure this time. Lesha will advance into the front court. Trying to spin. Now she loses the basketball, and the foul going to be called on the floor against Landvik here. That'll be her first. 5 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Fourth quarter. Mackenzie Lesha will inbound it. Pass comes in now for Olsen. Jackets badly need a bucket on this possession. Right side now, here's Elise Bessinen. Dobson out on top. Bessinen. She'll tee up a three-point shot. Front rim and out. No good. Rebound for Landvik. Christensen into the front court now for Northwestern. Out on top, it's Landvik, and now the Eagles leading it by 2 possessions in no hurry. Soundrell out on top. Bounce pass now stepping inside Landvik. Misses a bunny of her own. Northwestern's also missed a few layups. I should clarify those remarks to let you know that it has not been a clean offensive game by either side, not by a long shot. So the Yellow Jackets have been slightly less efficient. And trail it by 6. Back the other direction now. Move to the basket there from Elise Bessinen. Got inside of Falk and lays it in with the left hand. Elise Bessinen now with a game-high 21. She has more than half the Yellow Jacket total of 39. And it's a 4-point Northwestern lead at 43-39. Falk now getting a pass down low. Double team comes out on top. Hagan, she'll fire from 3. That one's off the front rim. Rebound grab by Dobson. Bessinen for the Yellow Jackets in transition. Olsen fires from 3. That one's off the rim, no good. Rebound grab by Dobson. Lesha, she'll fire from 3. That's off the back rim, no good. Rebound to the corner, picked up by Daler. Now Bessinen. Dobson. Lesha inside now. Daler against Hagan. Spinning, going up with the shot. That's no good. Rebound grab this time by Lesha, and then she gets mugged from behind by Landvik. For Grace Landvik, that'll be her second. And the Yellow Jackets will inbound now left baseline with 4:03 remaining. Trailing it by 4. And then that pass lobbed right into the hands of Landvik. I'm not sure what happened there. I wonder if it caught the underside of the backboard, to be honest with you. Came up way short. Either way, it's a turnover. And now Northwestern gives it right back as Landvik tried to snap a pass, left side block for Hagan. She couldn't handle it. And the gutted out affair is going to continue here all the way to the end, it appears. Also Olsen now triggering in. Elise Bessinen for the Jackets. 3:45 remaining, fourth quarter. Right side now, Mackenzie Lesha. Out on top now, Daler. Bessinen. Open. She'll fire from 3-point range and knock it down. Big triple there from Elise Bessinen. And the Yellow Jackets down by 1. 43-42. See if the Jackets can make a stop here. 3 minutes, 15 seconds remaining, fourth quarter. Landvik. Falk out on top. Bessinen, by the way, 24 to lead all scorers. Soundrell going right at Daler. Lost the basketball. Now turns, goes up with the shot. That's no good. Rebound cleared by Lesha. And the Jackets have a chance to take the lead. Here's Bessinen. Bessinen inside out against Taylor Christensen goes to the right, goes up with the shot and knocks it down. The Jackets have the lead, 44-43, 26 for Bessinen. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining, fourth quarter, and a timeout going to be called by Northwestern. Elise Bessinen, reigning UMAC Player of the Year from last season. You can see why. 26 for Bessinen now. And she's been far and away the best player on the floor for either team here. Bessinen now scored her career high 32 in the first meeting between these two. Now has 26, as I mentioned, 11 out of 18 from the field for Elise Bessinen. Nobody else for the Jackets has more than 5. In fact, the Jackets, almost all their points here in the second half have been scored by Elise Bessinen, it feels like. Meanwhile, Northwestern still with Falk with 12, Saundrell with 10. 8 for Lexi Hagen, 6 for Reese Sellers, 5 points for Grace Landvik, 2 for Lexi Garcia. The Jackets, 26 for Bessinen, 5 so far for Olsen, 4 each for Firstel and Daler, 2 each from Dobson and Lesha, and 1 so far from Chloe Peterson. As we come out of the timeout, Northwestern will have 25 seconds to shoot, 2:41 remaining, fourth quarter, Jackets by 1, 44-43. Grace Landvik will inbound here. Both teams, by the way, have committed 2 fouls. Jackets have 4 timeouts remaining. Northwestern has 3. So that sets the stage here as we come down the stretch. Here's Falk. Putting it on the deck now, handing it off. Garcia. Picking up her dribble, going down low. Saundrell stepping through, goes up and lays it in. Garcia the assist, the bucket of Saundrell. She has 12, and Northwestern goes back up 45-44. Now Lesha into the front court. Trying to kick it into the corner, and it's knocked away here by Christensen. And it'll stay Yellow Jacket basketball here. 2:13 remaining, fourth quarter. Lesha will inbound it. Pass comes in, now Olsen. Double team comes on her. Here's Lesha getting a step on the baseline. Olsen now. And the Jackets will hand it off. Here's Elise Bessinen. 26 and counting for Bessinen. Stepping through, going up with the shot. Left it short. Jackets with the rebound. Lesha, Dobson. High arcing three-point shot from Katie Dobson is good from the corner. Katie Dobson with the triple. 47-45, Jackets by 2. Northwestern into the front court. Right side now Landvik. Coming down low. Pass intended for Saundrell. Knocked away by Daler. Out of play. It'll stay Northwestern basketball here. 1:39 remaining, fourth quarter. Christensen will inbound. Plays it in now out on top. Landvik. Garcia right side. Now it's Christensen. Saundrell. Girl cut by Christensen in the corner for Garcia. 10 seconds to shoot. Going on the baseline. Kicks it back out. Landvik. 5 seconds to shoot. She backs down now against Olsen. Goes up with the shot. Rimming around. Falls off no good. Rebound back for Landvik. Overshot the attempt, however, on the follow-up. And then a foul going to be called here on Landvik. As she reached in on Elise Bessinen, who got the rebound. That's the third team foul now. 1:14 left, fourth quarter, Jackets by 2, and a timeout going to be called here by Emily Carpenter to advance the basketball here. So high drama here. How about Katie Dobson, though, who's had a tough game here? Just 2 for 8 shooting for her, but that three-point make from the corner was an ice in your veins kind of a moment for the senior from Black River Falls. And we'll see what the Yellow Jackets dial up here. They will have 30 seconds on the shot clock, so a full 30 seconds. Both teams will have 3 timeouts remaining here, so you can expect a bevy of whistles here, I would say, over these last 74 seconds of regulation. Women's basketball, of course, has that rule. You can call timeout and advance the basketball. Interesting here, though, We could also factor in the foul situation. The Jackets have committed 2 fouls here so far in the fourth quarter. Northwestern has committed 3. So both teams have fouls to give here. Jackets have 2 fouls to give. Northwestern has 1. And from my vantage point, I can't tell who has the possession arrow. I guess we'll find out if there is a tie-up. In the meantime, Northwestern breaks their huddle. And the Jackets, like I said, will have the basketball in the front court here, I think. Are they going to say it's going to go full court? I'm not completely sure on all the rules variations on that. By the way, the rule as far as advancing the basketball. In the meantime, out of the timeout, Lesha will inbound. In for Elsa Olsen. Olsen against Christensen. Comes toward the timeline. Pass comes right side now for Bessinen. Elise Bessinen for the Yellow Jackets. Bounce pass out on top. Katie Dobson looking down low. Now hands it off here is Elsa Olsen. Under a minute remaining, fourth quarter. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Elise Bessinen for the Yellow Jackets. Looking for somewhere to go. Flips it up a shot, and they're going to call a foul, a blocking foul, I think against Landvik, as Bessinen came inside. It is on Landvik. That's her 14th foul now on Northwestern, so the Jackets will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way. Bessinen for the Yellow Jackets at the free throw line. First free throw is good. Talked about her being one of the best free throw shooters in the nation at 95%. She now has 27 in the game, 48-45. Second free throw, also good. She has 28, 49-45. Jackets by 4. 49.5 seconds left. Northwestern will call timeout. And so now this is going to come down to execution down the stretch, which is exactly what head coach Emily Carpenter and I talked about in our pregame interview. This was one of those moments where we tried to shrug off the last meeting between these two. Of course, one of the more, I don't want to say inexplicable, but unexpected meltdowns in Yellow Jacket women's basketball since I've been their broadcaster. I was trying to go back in my head and think about the last time I saw a Jacket team lose a 15-point lead, especially a women's team here, considering all the success that the Jackets have enjoyed over the years. But see if the Yellow Jackets have learned from that. As the crowd comes to their feet, we come out of the timeout. Taylor Christensen will inbound now for Northwestern. Pass comes in now, Saundrell. Backdoor cut now for Landvik. Coming inside, Landvik goes up with a shot off the glass. That's no good. Rebound grabbed by Elise Bessinen, and a foul going to be given by Landvik. And for Grace Landvik, that'll be her 5th. She fouls out. And there'll be 2 free throws now for Elise Bessinen here. And a timeout can be called here by the Yellow Jackets. Did they call a foul? I don't know. They haven't put anything up on the board. Maybe it'll just be Yellow Jacket basketball here. I don't know. I thought they were going to call a foul on Landvik. Okay. Grace Landvik had a look on her face that, I hate that look, regardless of who it is, when you have a senior and they think they fouled out of a game. And she had that look like she was trying to hold back tears for a moment there. And again, being a broadcaster, you have to realize sometimes these are young adults. And I can't say that I'm unhappy that Grace Landvik gets to stay in this game, although it looks like she's going to come out now. In the meantime, 41 seconds remaining. It's a 2-possession lead for the Jackets here. UWS will inbound in the front court. It'll be Elsa Olsen. Jackets trying to make it back to the NCAA tournament for the 4th time in program history. And it'll be the first time, I think, don't quote me on this, I think since the 2016-17 season for UWS. Again, don't quote me on that, but still a lot of basketball to be played here as the pass comes in for Katie Dobson. Now she'll be fouled right away. was both Terry and Falk were there. And they're going to call it on Allison Terry. So for Terry, it's her second, and 2 free throws now for Katie Dobson. As the Mertz fall silent, Dobson's first free throw is good. Dobson, of course, made the 2 free throws that gave the Yellow Jackets a co-championship with Northwestern at Minnesota Morris a week ago. Now she's trying to help the Jackets get back to the NCAA tournament. One more for Katie Dobson. That one spins out, no good, and a timeout going to be called by Northwestern. This will leave them with 1. 38.2 seconds now left. Jackets leading at 50-45. Scoring so far here in the fourth quarter. UWS 17-11, the edge here. Jackets 4 for 12 in this fourth quarter. Or excuse me, that's Northwestern's shooting. The Jackets so far 6 for 15 in this quarter. Jackets holding a 50-38 edge in rebounding. Landvik, by the way, she's leading Northwestern rebounding. She has 13. 11 rebounds for Daler, 8 so far for Lesha, 7 for Dobson, 7 from Bessinen. So it's been a team effort on the backboards for the Jackets. As we come out of the timeout, Falk will inbound it. Ella Falk for Northwestern. Lobbing it in now, Saundrell. Back outside. Here's Sellers. Teeing up a three-point shot. Off the rim, no good. Rebound grab by Dobson. Katie Dobson now in trouble. Turns it over. Here's Garcia. Down low now for Falk. And she'll go up. Miss the bunny. And now Daler comes in and grabs the rebound. And a foul's going to be called, or are they going to give the timeout now? So another wild sequence of events here. 22.2 seconds left. And they actually are going to give the foul on Falk. So for Ella Falk, that'll be her second. And 2 free throws now for Daler. She had 2 big ones against Martin Luther in overtime on Wednesday. Daler's first free throw is good. And this is a big one because if she makes this one, it's a 3-possession game. If she does, Northwestern will call timeout. She doesn't. Back rim and out, and now they will call the timeout with 21.1 seconds left. Will inbound the basketball. Lobs it in for Saundrell. She turns. She'll fire from 3-point range. That's off the glass. No good. Rebound for Dobson. Foul is given by Falk. 15.6 seconds left. And this is going to be now a situation where Northwestern's going to foul immediately off the inbounds. And hope the Yellow Jackets miss free throws to give them any shot at this. Olsen will inbound it. Now gives it for Dobson. And there's the foul given by Terry. 0.9 seconds run off. There's 14.2 remaining, fourth quarter. Jackets are going to back everybody off the line except for Katie Dobson, the free throw shooter. Dobson's first free throw is good. It's a 3-possession game. And that about does it. That's going to pretty much put the nail in the coffin right there. 14.2 seconds left. Dobson's second free throw, also good. 53-45. Garcia inbounds it. Here's Christensen. And on the left side now, Sellers. 8 seconds remaining. 3-point shots up. That's off the glass. No good. Rebound grab by Garcia. She'll scoop it in. Goes in with 4.2 seconds left. 53-47. When the pass comes in, the Jackets are off to the NCAA tournament. Are they going to? Well, guess we have one more inbounds as Dobson fumbled it out in the lap of Javon Walker, who's sitting over in the stands over there. In the meantime, pass comes in. Shot goes up, and the Yellow Jackets are UMAC tournament champions and off to the NCAA tournament for the 4th time in program history. Final score here in this UMAC tournament title game, the Yellow Jackets 53, Northwestern 47. We'll take a quick break and come back with our postgame show, sponsored by Synovus Energy. Right after this, this is Yellow Jacket women's basketball on 91.3 FM, KUWS Superior, and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. Postgame show sponsored by Synovus Energy, and it's a happy day for the Yellow Jacket women's basketball team. They've been hoping to get back to this round of the UMAC tournament to make amends for last year's loss here on this very same court to Minnesota Morrison. While I did comment that the Yellow Jackets need to do better in the second half shooting the basketball, they didn't do a whole lot better, but it was enough. As they come from behind here in the fourth quarter, they trailed by 5 going into the fourth. They end up outscoring Northwestern 20-13 in the fourth quarter to win it, 53-47. They notched their 17th win of the season, and Coach Emily Carpenter, by the way, becomes the first Yellow Jacket athlete that I have covered to go to the NCAA tournament as both a player and a coach in her life as a Yellow Jacket. And like I said, congratulations to Coach Carpenter. And congratulations also to Elise Besson, who's been named the UMAC tournament MVP. And she was by far the best player on the court in this game. 28 points for the senior from UN Michigan. And her customary very, very kind of humble smile as she came back to the team huddle after getting the tournament MVP honors. We'll jump into our post-game summary here before we go off the air. Yellow Jacket. Actually, I'm going to just wait for a second here for the announcement of the two teams so you can hear the crowd here. As our public address announcer, Nick Plant, is bringing the team captains for the Yellow Jackets, Elise Besson and Katie Dobson and Haley Evans, forward. And the Yellow Jackets, it's the second time in a week that Katie Dobson has been able to lift a quote-unquote trophy for the Yellow Jacket women. They, of course, won the conference crown last year, co-crown with this very same Northwestern team in Morris last weekend on 2 free throws, and she gets to raise the tournament trophy here for the Yellow Jackets as well. So a fitting end to her Yellow Jacket career here at home as the Jackets will advance to the NCAA tournament, like I said, for the 4th time in team history. Meanwhile, the final numbers from this one as we jump into our postgame summary. Yellow Jackets as a team for the game, 20 out of 65 from the field, good for 30.8%. Northwestern was 18 out of 66, 27.3, but Northwestern really down the stretch could not buy a bucket. The Yellow Jacket defense was good. Northwestern became, I think, a little panicked at the end as the Yellow Jackets began to get further and further away from them in this fourth quarter. And the Jackets, like I said, as a result, off to the NCAA tournament. UWS was just 4 for 22 from beyond the arc. Northwestern was 3 for 22. UWS 9 for 12 from the field. Northwestern 8 for 12. Jackets plus 13 in rebounding at 53-40. They had 18 offensive rebounds. Northwestern had 12. And in terms of turnovers and assists, Jackets had 10 assists against 13 turnovers. Northwestern 5 assists against 7 turnovers. Those numbers, by the way, in the fourth quarter, really telling the story as this game went down the stretch, and the Jackets began to kind of plow ahead here, I would say would be the best way to describe. Jackets were 6 out of 15 in that fourth quarter and scoring 20 points. And they were 6 for 8 from the stripe, but Northwestern really fell off that last 10 minutes. Just 3 for 16. And in fact, the Eagles, actually 5 for 17 in the fourth quarter. Eagles were combined 8 out of 33. And it's really hard to win when you have a shooting percentage that low. Individually in this one, Jackets were led by the playoff MVP, Elise Bessinen. 28 points for Bessinen, 11 out of 19 in her final home game as a Yellow Jacket. 8 points for Katie Dobson. She hit a big three in that fourth quarter for the Jackets. 5 points for Emily Daler, 5 points for Elsa Olsen, 4 points for Charlotte Furstel, 2 points for Mackenzie Lesha, and 1 point for Chloe Peterson. Meanwhile, Northwestern, 12 points each for Ella Falk and Jasmine Soundrell. 8 points in the game for Lexi Hagan, 6 points for Reese Sellers, 5 points for Grace Landvik, and 4 points for Lexi Garcia in the final numbers for this one. So those are your final numbers here from the Mertz. We'll take one more quick break and then come back and put this one to bed and look ahead to the Yellow Jackets making it to the NCAA tournament. That's coming up in about a minute or so. This is Yellow Jacket women's basketball on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC network. Back here at the Mertz, final segment of our postgame show sponsored by Synovus Energy. And our final segment of the broadcast season for Yellow Jacket women's basketball. UWS off to the NCAA tournament by virtue of a 53-47 win over Northwestern in a game that was a slugfest from start to finish. But UWS made just enough plays and had the best player in the tournament, Elise Bessinen, in their back pocket today. And thank goodness for that, because Bessinen, 28 points for the Yellow Jackets, more than half of their 53. And it's no surprise, therefore, that Elise Bessinen is your Synovus Energy postgame show player of the game. Congratulations to her. Went over the 1,000-point mark for her Yellow Jacket career earlier on in the season. Of course, was the reigning UMAC player of the year a season ago, averaging right around 16 points per game. She has been a steady Eddie and has been outstanding throughout her Yellow Jacket career. Big congratulations to her. And I should also mention the senior class of Katie Dobson, Chloe Peterson, Emily Daler, Elise Bessinen, and, of course, Haley Evans and Hannah Howes. That group has seen this program grow very steadily and very quickly, for that matter, under head coach Emily Carpenter. The Jackets had a couple of tough years in there, but this class came in, and their second year they won just 6 games. And since that time, the Jackets have steadily improved, and now they're off to the NCAA tournament, a fitting end for this senior class as they came in. So congratulations to them. Jackets with the win now, 17-10 overall, while Northwestern ends up the season at 18-9 overall. The Jackets are now off to the NCAA tournament. The selection show, by the way, will be coming up this coming Monday. That's when the Yellow Jackets will find out their NCAA tournament destination. For more information on that, you can go to uwsyellowjackets.com and check out where the Yellow Jacket women will end up playing their NCAA tournament game. Our next sports broadcast, however, is coming up in about 15 minutes or so, as my partner John Garver will bring you Game 2 of the Yellow Jacket men's hockey team's playoff series, semifinal series against UW River Falls down at Westman Arena. 7 p.m. the opening face-off there, so stick around for that. The pregame coming up in about 15 minutes, starting at 6:30 at Westman Arena as well. Mr. Garver will bring you all the play-by-play for that one. A big thank you to Gus Shupp back at 91.3 FM. He was my engineer here today. And a big thank you also to Evan Ludwig with Yellow Jacket TV. They were with me throughout most of the season, actually, those two guys. And they did a fantastic job. We hope that you enjoyed the season of Yellow Jacket women's basketball. I hope you'll join us for more Yellow Jacket athletics. We still have a whole spring season to go. So hopefully we'll be able to get some of the baseball and softball stuff going as well in the future. So for Gus Shupp back at the studio and Evan Ludwig with Yellow Jacket TV, this is Matt Johnson one more time repeating the final score. Our final broadcast of the Yellow Jacket women's basketball team this season results in UWS going to the NCAA tournament for the fourth time in program history. Final score here in the UMAC tournament title game from the Mertz. Yellow Jackets 53, Northwestern 47. Thanks for listening all season, everybody. We'll be talking to you down the line. This has been Yellow Jacket women's basketball on 91.3 FM, KUWS Superior, and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network.